Today, we're breaking down what BMW Fault Code P1174 means and how it affects your vehicle. If you've come across this code on your BMW, it typically points to issues with your engine's fuel trim and air-fuel mixture. Understanding the cause and fixing it quickly can prevent further damage and costly repairs. P1174 is a fuel trim balance malfunction code. In simpler terms, this means that your engine's control module has detected an imbalance in the air-fuel mixture. It's critical for your car to maintain a precise air-fuel ratio for smooth performance. If that balance is off, it can lead to performance issues, higher emissions, and even damage to key engine components. If your BMW has triggered this code, you may notice several symptoms, including rough idling or stalling, decreased fuel efficiency, hesitation or misfiring during acceleration. The check engine light will almost certainly be on, a higher chance of failing an emissions test. Now, there are several potential causes for this issue. It could stem from a dirty or faulty mass airflow (MEF) sensor, which measures how much air enters the engine, a vacuum leak in the intake system, issues with fuel injectors or the fuel pump, worn or clogged oxygen sensors, problems with the PCV, positive crankcase ventilation system. To properly diagnose P1174, mechanics will first clear the code and see if it returns after a short test drive. Then, they'll check the mass airflow sensor and vacuum hoses for any visible leaks or damage. Next, they'll examine fuel pressure and ensure injectors are functioning correctly. Finally, the oxygen sensors and the PCV system will be tested to ensure they are reading correctly. Depending on what's causing the problem, fixes may include cleaning or replacing the mass airflow sensor, repairing any vacuum leaks in the intake system, replacing faulty fuel injectors or a malfunctioning fuel pump, installing new oxygen sensors if they're worn out, addressing any issues with the PCV system. In many cases, a thorough cleaning of the MEF sensor or replacing a worn-out part can solve the issue. However, it's important to diagnose thoroughly to avoid unnecessary repairs. If you encounter fault code P1174, it's important not to ignore it. Continuing to drive with an incorrect air-fuel mixture can lead to engine damage over time. If you're not experienced with car repairs, it's best to take your BMW to a professional mechanic for proper diagnostics and repair. Regular maintenance, like checking sensors and ensuring clean air filters, can also help prevent this issue from happening in the first place.